kindergartners. It's Mrs. Gordon, back for another adventure. I hope that you watched the field trip and went on the field trip with me when I introduced the letter H. If you haven't, you should watch that one first before you do this one today. You'll notice Mrs. Gordon changed her hat because we went to the farm in my first video, and we went on an I Spy looking for all kinds of things that started with the letter H. So you'll see Ollie is here, and Ollie has a friend for inside. We couldn't bring Coda inside. No, that would not be good. Coda has to stay outside at the barn. So he brought his friend Harry. This is Harry, the horse. Yeah, Harry likes to move around and do all kinds of things. Look at that Harry go. Yeah. Oh. Is that the noise that horses make? Wow, that's pretty cool, Harry. You did a good job for us today. So Ollie thought when we work on our letter H today that Harry might be a good substitute for Coda since we couldn't bring Coda inside. So today we're going to work on our letter drill. You are going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. So maybe your adult in the room could get that for you because we are going to practice writing our H's today. So make sure you have a paper and pencil handy for us to do that. So Ollie and Harry are going to come back in a minute, and they're going to help us with our binocular game that we play, our I Spy, for finding some pictures that have that sound that we started in our field trip. So our letter for this week is H. And in our field trip, Mrs. Gordon had a bunch of these all over the barn. This is the lowercase h, and this is the uppercase H. So one of the first things we want to do is practice our sound, and then we're going to write our H's. So we can talk about where to start when we write these. Okay, so remember when we were on our field trip, Mrs. Gordon told you that if you can remember the sound by when you're outside and it's cold and you want that frosty breath to come out of your mouth and you go, ha, ha, when you blow it out of your mouth. That's the sound that H makes. Like in horse, say horse, horse. Like in Harry, his name, say Harry, Harry. Yeah, and we saw a halter in the barn, and we saw that stuff that Coda loves to eat, the hay. We also saw Coda loving apples and carrots, but those don't start with H. Just hay starts with H. Can you say hay? Good job. So if I want to write the letter H is a totally tall letter. And it starts all the way up here at the top of the attic. Last week's letter was the letter L, and the H starts just like that letter L. The first thing we're going to do is make a straight line down, and remember, we got to stop and rest on the red bed. All right, Mrs. Gordon's going to do it first, and then I'm going to have you practice some. So I'm going to start right up here, and I'm going to pull straight down and rest on that red bed. Yeah, just like last week we made that L, the H starts just like that. But now we have to retrace. Retrace means to go right on the same line and follow the same line with my pencil. So I'm going to bounce right back up on that same line. When I get almost to that dotted line, I'm going to make a hump like in the M. Only one though, just one hump. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. So I'm going to pull straight down. I'm going to bounce back up on that same line, kind of like when you jump on a trampoline, you go up and down and up and down. So I'm going to go right up that same line and then over for a hump like my M. Yeah, that's the lowercase h. If you look really close, it kind of looks like a chair. I could sit right there on the top of that hump. And my chair has a tall back. Yeah, very nice. Now the uppercase H, we know uppercase letters are always totally tall. So the uppercase H is going to have two L's in it. So I'm going to start way up there again, and I'm going to pull straight down. I'm going to move over a little bit. I'm going to pull straight down. And then I'm going to make a bridge and connect my two lines right at the dotted line. That's an uppercase H. Okay, I want you to try. On your piece of paper, let's make a lowercase first. Pull straight down to the red bed. Bounce back up on that same line and over a hump like the M. Yeah, lowercase h. Now you try one by yourself. All right, let's try an uppercase. 2 L's. Pick up my pencil, move over, another L, and then a bridge to connect the two. That's the uppercase H. Good job. All right. So today we are going to add our H to our letter pile. So remember, the first drill that we do is that we are just going to say the letter name. Mrs. Gordon's going to show you the letter. You're going to show me the letter name. Here we go. Ready? H. A. Remember, you say it before me if you can. T. O. M. C. G. L. And D. Good job. Okay, now for the second part of drill, you need to make the sound. So we're going to use our mouth to make the sound of that letter. Okay, remember, if you're not sure what the sound is, these little picture clues in the corner can help you. Okay, so use your little pictures for some help. So what sound does this letter make? Yeah, good job. Ah. T. Ah. Mm. K. G. L. D. Good job. All right. Now, we're going to get Harry and Ollie back over here, and we're going to practice. Get your binoculars. If you don't have your binoculars, use your hands. It's okay. And they're going to take a card, and you're going to use your binoculars and look for which card do you hear the H sound in. Remember, it goes, okay? So you're going to see, is it Harry that has the card with H, or is it Ollie? So Harry has a door, and Ollie has a hammer. Hey, Harry, are you telling them the answer? Harry, you don't tell answers. What do you think? Is it door or hammer? Which one? Harry was right, wasn't he? It's hammer. Hammer. All right, let's try another one. Harry has helicopter, and Ollie has mouse. Which one? Helicopter or mouse? Which one? It's helicopter. I hope you were pointing at helicopter. Harry had the right answer. Yes, he did. He's excited. Look at him go. He's so excited. Good job, helicopter. Okay, we got one more. Ollie has tiger. Ollie has tiger. And Harry has hand. What do you think? Hand. Harry, don't be telling no answers. Tiger, hand. What do you think? Yep, you're right. It's hand. Hand starts with H. Hand. Good job. All right, Harry and Ollie, thanks for your help. Today we're going to do, our last thing we're going to do is going to be a little bit different. I know you've seen this in the classroom. It's called the blending board. And, oops, Mrs. Gordon dropped her cards. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of blending today. So blending means we're reading our sounds together. So today we're going to start with a pattern of our A and our T on our board. Okay, so when we read our sounds on the board, Mrs. Gordon says, fingers up, ready, read. You point to the card and make the sound, and then we sweep the sounds together. Okay, I'm going to do this one first, okay, with you, and then we're going to do it together. So fingers up, ready, read. At, and then we put them together. At, yeah, at is a word, but it also is a pattern we see at the end of a lot of words. So we're going to practice some of them today. So Mrs. Gordon's going to put a new letter in the front. Okay, here we go. Fingers up, ready, read. So you point to the card and make the sound. At, hat, hat, like the one on my head. Very good. All right, let's try a new one. Fingers up, ready, read. At, mat. Good job. Let's try one more with this one. Fingers up, ready, read. At, cat. Good job, cat. All right, now we're going to do one more ending. Mrs. Gordon's going to put the O there like Ollie the octopus, remember? All right, so we have a new ending. So fingers up, ready, read. At, at. So these two letters together say at. So now if I put the H that we're working with today in front of there, let's see what word we get. Ready? Fingers up, ready, read. At, hot. Yeah, like something's hot. The sun is hot. The stove is hot. Good job. Let's do this one. Fingers up, ready, read. At. Together. Lot. Lot. Like I have a lot of hay in the barn for Coda. Yeah. How about this one? Fingers up, ready, read. At. Dot. Dot. Yeah, like the dot at the top of the I. Very good. Nice job. Yeah, so this week you can work on different words with the letter H and maybe have mom or dad or grandma or somebody give you some words, and then you can practice blending your sounds together using those letters that we've used already, just like I did today. All right, great job. Practice writing your H's like we did. And Harry would love to tell you goodbye. And I'm sure Coda would love to too, but we just could not bring him inside. I hope you enjoyed our little trip to the barn though. And so you keep working on that letter H for horse like Harry and Coda. All right, bye-bye. See you next week.